So let's look at angles in polygons in general, so not just triangles and quadrilaterals now, but also shapes with more sides than 3 or 4. And just a very quick note, the rules that I'm going to talk about today are in relation to convex polygons. So this is an example of a convex polygon. A concave polygon is when there's like a bite taken out of it, when it goes in like this. That's not the technical definition, but the way that I remember it is concave is like there's a little cave carved out of the shape. So today we're only talking about convex polygons like this. So for any convex polygon, the sum of the interior angles, so the angles inside, is 180 times n minus 2, where n is just the number of sides. So if it has 7 sides, then you would do 7 minus 2, and it would be 180 times 5. For a regular polygon, so that's a polygon where all of the sides and all of the angles are equal. To find one of those angles, one of the interior angles, you use this formula here. So you take 180 times n minus 2, and you just divide it by the number of sides. So basically, you're just taking this and you're dividing it all up into each of the angles. Now, for the exterior angles of a polygon, they are always going to be 360 degrees. And we saw this with triangles and with quadrilaterals. And for a regular polygon, so all sides equal, all angles equal, to find one of those exterior angles, you just take your 360 and you divide it by n, so by the number of sides. So we're going to use these formulas to solve a few problems. So here it says, find the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 7 sides. So we need sum of the angles, so that's all of the angles added together, and it's interior. So we go up here, exterior, interior, we want interior, and we don't want one angle, we want the sum of the angles. So we're using this, 180 times n minus 2. (180 times n minus 2). And in this case, there are 7 sides. So we're doing 180 times 7 minus 2, which is 180 times 5. And 180 times 5 is 900 degrees. So all of the angles, all of the interior angles added together would add up to 900 degrees. Let's see here now. Find the measure of each interior angle of a regular polygon with 8 sides. So here we're dealing with each interior angle, which means just one, and it's interior. So one interior angle is 180 times n minus 2 over n. So 180 times n minus 2 over n. And this is 8 sides. So instead of n, we're going to substitute in 8. So you'll get 180 times 6 over 8. So 180 times 6 is 1,080. And when you divide 1,080 by 8, you'll get 135. So each of the interior angles in a regular polygon with 8 sides, which is an octagon, is 135 degrees. Okay, now here we have how many sides does a polygon have if the sum of its interior angles is 1980. So sum of interior angles, if we check back here, is 180 times n minus 2. So that's the formula we're using. And in this case, it doesn't tell us how many sides we have. That's what we're trying to find. But it does tell us what the actual sum of the interior angles is. It's 1980. So we can set this equal to 1980 and solve for n. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the 180 that's multiplied here and divide it on the other side. So 1980 divided by 180. Is 11. So you'll get n minus 2 equals 11. And then the minus 2 you can add to the other side, and you'll get n equals 13. So this means, therefore, the polygon has 13 sides. Okay, find the measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon with 8 sides. So each exterior angle, if it was sum of exterior angles, it's just 360. But for each one, we do 360 divided by the number of sides. So 360 divided by n. In this case, n is 8, because there are 8 sides. So 360 divided by 8 is 45. So that means that each of the exterior angles of an 8-sided regular polygon is 45 degrees. Okay, finally, we have find the value of x. So this is an algebra problem. So we have to work out what all of the interior angles together add up to. And because there are 5 sides, n will equal 5. And our formula for sum of, so all of the interior angles, is 180 times n minus 2. So 180 times n minus 2 is 180 times 5 minus 2, which is 180 times 3, which is 540. So now we know that the sum of the interior angles, all of these interior angles added together, is 540. So we can just take them and add them together. So we have x plus 10, we have x plus 25, we have x plus 5, and we have 100. Oh, plus 100, pardon me. And then all of these together have to equal 540. So let's collect like terms. So x, 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 we have 4 x's. And then 10 plus 25 is 35, plus 5 is 40, plus 100 is 140. And all of this equals 540. So we want to get x on its own. So 4x, and then we'll move the plus 140 to the other side, and we'll get minus 140. 540 minus 140, and you'll get 4x. I'm going to move over because I've run out of space. 4x equals, so 540 minus 140 is 400. X equals 400 divided by 4, and x equals 100.